Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kitty Cat Paws and I will be your host this evening for the wonderful part 2 of Crime Scene Cleaner. Now, we did do the other video, which I thought did okay, so I guess I'll upload another one. But today, we are going to be covering the spa.
But what if that motherfucker finds out?
No
Why are they
worries, pals.
ducks?
He's too dumb to suspect a thing.
Loving familia. Just don't chicken out at the last moment, gentlemen.
I mean, yeah. Just shove it down his throat.
Got it in the bag, guys. Big Jim? More like a big pussy.
Are the mafia a bunch of ducks? Okay. He was cleaning his house and it needs it.
My name is Jim. Big Jim. The dead guy in your trunk, Rob, used to push the product for me. He had this freaky hobby, and I was looking to cut ties anyway, so no sweat. But I have to say, I'm impressed by what she did in his apartment. That shit'll never look better. So, here's the deal. You either stop cleaning for me, or I'll have someone else wiping your blood off my shoes. Sounds fair?
Going from underpaid janitor to working for the biggest crime boss in the city? Talk about overnight success.
Oh, for sure.
Is it really an overnight success, or are we just really good at cleaning? So at this point, we get a small update from his daughter, which I personally am not going to read. I feel like it's up there long enough for everybody to read. But if you guys would like me to read to you, let me know and I will. Also, his application for a loan got rejected. So, we're already not doing all that good here.
Okay.
You know, we're down in the dumps. We're doing this because we have to do it. Also, if you pet the dog 15 times, you get an achievement for it.
Before
I thought that was super cool.
Can I go back in here? Okay.
Because, you know,
Guess it's
who
a
doesn't
photo
want to
of
pet
my
a dog
wife.
in a video game? I love dogs. I love cats. I love animals. So, of course, I'm going to pet the dog. We're going to get ready for another long night of making this bread.
It'll be a long night.
We'll make good money though, bro. We gonna make the bread.
Big Jim. The man you never want to mess up with. Or even know in the first place. To kill his own family like this. His name will haunt me until my grave.
Mr. Cleaner, are you there?
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Kowalski. I'm now taking charge of this place as an inheritance from my cousin, so my schedule is pretty tight. However, you can take your time while dealing with his body and this whole mess.
Thanks. I'm getting down to work.
That's what I like to hear.
So at this point, I'm just walking around stealing stuff, trying to find a good location to get set up and, you know, do my job, do what I was paid for. Obviously, this is like a big mess. This one took me a hot minute to clean. I feel like I spent a lot of time on this one just making sure that it was good and that it was perfect, while still trying to get a hold of the mechanics in the game. because it took me forever. I still don't know how to play the game properly with all the mechanics. I still just punch air. Punch a lot of air. Looking at my tools. Looking at the stuff that I've got to use to go ahead and clean this place up and get it spotless for Big Jim, or else he'll kill me. More than likely, at least, that's my assumption, is that he will definitely do me like he did those rubber duckies in the pool. I don't want to be a rubber ducky. Don't take joy in being a rubber ducky. Yeah. However, I find this spot particularly interesting, not only because I don't know how to use a pressure washer, but because it's just one of those places that you would never expect a murder to be held in, I guess.
I use the pressure washer.
But, you know, Big Jim be doing Big Jim stuff. I be punching my pressure washer, and he be stacking bodies. That's just how it is, you know? So I'm over here playing around with my pressure washer, trying to get things set up, and then I decide to give up on it. And I try to clean
Oh, that's on the other side.
this area, but the blood's actually on the other side of the door. So we just start here. We just start cleaning. Getting everything cleaned up. Making sure that it looks nice, and, you know, getting the furniture back in there. Look right there. The furniture in this one was particularly hard to place, considering it took me forever to realize that there was a bottle of wine blocking one of the chairs from being put back in its spot, which was very frustrating because it took me hours. I eventually had to quit playing the game and come back to it at a later date. Because something's blocking the way. What's blocking the way? I don't know. It didn't seem that obvious at the time, but looking back in hindsight, it was extremely obvious that that was definitely right there blocking the door. One of the things that we're actually introduced to in this portion of the game is the mechanic to hack doors and to get it all opened up for us. I think that's a pretty cool thing that they added into the game. And these lockers have a lot of secrets in them. A lot of secrets. I like secrets. I'm a girl who loves to dig in stuff and loves to be nosy. I'm a very nosy gal. See? I just be opening people's stuff. Look, there's a locker key. And I picked this up. For some reason, I think anyways. No, I just closed the door. It's wonderful. And these bathrooms, like, who wants to go take a pee break in there? It's kind of creepy, you know? I'm over here trying to clean the toilet and flushing it, doing all kinds of stuff with it, whenever there's absolutely no reason for me to be in here at all. I'm just kind of chilling, like a villain. And, saucing things up. So at this point I go in here and I start cleaning up this room. There's a body in there baking like a can of beans, and I'm having a hard time figuring out how to interact with it, even though it has like an interaction button there. So I just kind of walk out and start doing my cleaner thing, picking up evidence and stuff like that, and I'm thinking to myself, I will come back to this whenever I figure out what to do with it. And that's exactly what I did.
With those pasta eating Mama Mia's make me sick. But as I've been shopping, taking out Big Jim, I got connections with his cousin Mike from the old school days. I'm gonna sweet talk him into slipping some poison into Jim's family dinner. Your job? Make sure no funny business happens during our meeting.
They had a well thought out plan. Mike and Rick could execute well, but got executed instead.
In short, it was not a well thought out plan. Nobody messes with Big Jim. Not around these parts anyways. We know better. We're Big Jim's cleaner. We don't mess with Big Jim. Big Jim? Big Jim?
What?
Murder ya.
Why you know?
He'll get ya.
There it goes.
At this point, I acquire the crispy
What
body.
What I call a gruesome death.
You're burnt to a
Pursuit of
crisp.
beauty can be fatal.
And I drag the crispy body to... This is actually a wonderful setup. This right here, I love this. This is great. Like, I wish I could have it every single clean that I do. But no, they just have to make it inconvenient sometimes and make you carry like 11 bodies to your truck.
The human body is such a
Because
soft
why not,
machine.
right? Why wouldn't you carry 11 bodies to your truck along with like 16 trash bags? You know? Like, I don't know. I just feel like they spoil you a little bit with that, and then they take it away. And I didn't appreciate that the first time that I didn't have that with me, like the first clean you do. And I believe the next clean after this one, you also don't have it. But I could be wrong.
Oops.
That's why I punch my buckets all the time. It's out of stress and anger for not having that cool setup that they tease you with in some places. And then they're just like, nah, actually not this time. You don't deserve it. You haven't been a good noodle. Even though I have indeed been a good noodle. Noodling around doing my best, you know? Picking up these dead bodies for
Huge
Big
guy.
Jim.
Probably
You know
a
what
bodyguard.
though? That pool,
Swiss cheesed with a sharp
That-
object.
fucking pool, was so hard to clean. I hate cleaning pools in this game. The next pool you clean really isn't that bad, but this one sucked
Relaxed, not knowing someone
So
is about to
much.
stab 'em.
to do just inside that one little area. And like all of your stuff isn't fully upgraded, so you're just kind of like, like that meme was like, I have a strawberry, and then it goes over to, you know, yeah. So that's how I felt in the moment. It was like that. In this one, I didn't really take the
there's some
time
money
to
in
find all the
here.
secrets. However, I did find a lot of money. What girl doesn't love some good old money? What crime scene cleaner doesn't like a big tip? I mean, that was a good tip for cleaning up, you know? I feel like it should have been a little bit more, but you know, it is what it is.
Well,
You know, what it is. I'm not complaining about finding the extra cash around here.
Where does
Finding
this
the extra
go?
stuff, and me not knowing where any of this furniture goes, because guess who still hasn't
things
figured
first.
out
Gotta
that
scrub,
they
scrub,
can
scrub.
use cleaner scents.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a hint. It was me. I didn't fucking know it's cleaner scents because I'm a little dumb. Don't judge me too harshly. I'm doing my best over here. That's all I can do.
There we go.
It's my best. Although I will say, my best definitely wasn't good enough. I spent way too much time figuring out where this furniture went. Because me, Kitty Cat Paws, the one who is playing this game, could not figure out how to use cleaner scents. It's the Y button, by the way, if you're playing on an Xbox controller. I'm sure nobody else will have the same problems that I've had trying to, you know, clean stuff up and do stuff.
Oh, it's
But
awesome.
just in case,
Right.
you know, you're a little iffy on learning stuff like I am, I'm just gonna let you know. It's the Y button. I use it all the time now. I use cleaner scents all the time. Especially since I upgraded it and it doesn't have a cooldown anymore. I was just like, oh, yay. I've got this. This is amazing. Now I can clean a room within 20 minutes. Well, more like 45, but still. You know, It's an achievement for me to be able to do something like that relatively fast, you know? Especially in such big areas. I did not enjoy this clean though, so I definitely didn't come back to this one. And look at me punching it because my camera and microphone. Yep.
One slice to
In case you didn't already
did the
guess,
trick.
we're still
Quick death,
blocking
given
the way.
chances.
Yep. I didn't learn my lesson the first time. I didn't learn my lesson the second time. But, you know, we live and we learn. We do. We, make mistakes and we don't read stuff and we just kind of play the game, you know, as the devs intended it. Just to be played. And for you to be lost and not know what's going on. At least that's my assumption. But I could definitely be wrong. Oh, look at me trying to pick up more trash in a full trash bag. Me thinking I'm gonna get that trash in there. Nope. I have to drain the whole pool before I can even touch any of that.
Until I can
Yep.
clear everything
That's
out.
why cleaning pools are so frustrating. Because you have to figure out where to drain it from. This one was relatively easy though, so I can't complain too much about it. The next one, too, was also relatively easy to go in and drain. Now look at that. I think I figure out where this one goes pretty easily. Probably not. I think I just leave it there. Yeah, I did. That doesn't have a set place. Even though I looked around for a while, I definitely did look around for a hot minute trying to figure out where that went. So, like I said, I did have to end up, like, quitting the game and then coming back to this and ended up, you know, figuring everything out, draining the pool, etc., etc. But I did not enjoy this clean. This was probably one of the cleans that I was just like, damn, okay, you know, I don't know where anything goes. But that was also a skill issue on my part. Definitely a big skill issue. So I actually really enjoyed this part the most. I'd have to say this is probably one of the more fun things that you get to do in the game, is the hacking aspect of it. I don't know. I just like it. I think it's cool. I think it's neat. I think it's very simple for hacking, and I don't know how he does it. He's just an amazing cleaner. Very smart guy. Big brain.
I'm in.
That's what he's got. So this is the area where you come in and you drain the pool. I touch everything that I can touch because I just love to touch stuff. That's what I do. And then the pool is now drained. And then you find the little cassette, you know, because, you know, he has his thing where he just collects them on the wall. Yeah. Little sus, right? But, you know, it is what it is. He wants to collect cassette tapes, I collect cat plushies. It's the same thing, it's all a
Drain
hobby.
the pool.
That wine bottle over there. Ugh. Can't stand that wine bottle. I still don't know where any of this stuff goes, because I still haven't figured out how to use Cleaner Sense. But I do, however, clean this up relatively quickly. I think I end up moving my bucket closer. I'm not sure. I didn't really
Okay. That was actually
I didn't
pretty
really
easy. I didn't think it was going to be that
move
easy
my
to
buckets around too
drain the
much
pool.
in the beginning, because I still had a bad habit of knocking them over. So I really didn't do that much. I wish I would have just broken, like, all the cups and all the glasses, because you still have to move those around and
Another one.
pick them up. You know?
Totally slipped out of the hands of a clumsy
You know what's cool, though? You find the rubber duckies in the pool. The same little rubber duckies that we've seen at the beginning cutscene, you find those in the pool. I think there's like a hidden meaning with the ducks. I wonder if there'll be
That's mine.
more ducks. I'm sure there will be a lot more ducks. I like the ducks. He has a bunch of ducks in his bathroom at his house,
Oops.
which I think is very interesting. I think it's a really cool little thing that they added in. I thought it was neat,
The other one.
you know?
We'll put it
And this right here, that was dumb.
Okay.
Don't put the cups by the pool. Don't put breakable stuff by the pool that you may or may not have to come back and clean up. Because if it falls in the pool, then that's it. Like, you can't get it out again. At least not to my knowledge. I definitely didn't want to find out, or don't want to find out.
Something is blocking the way.
Know that.
So that little wine bottle that you seen, that was the thing that was blocking the way, and I, for the life of me, could not figure that out. I don't know why or what occurred, why I couldn't figure it out, but yeah. That's why. That's why I couldn't open the door. Because of that singular wine bottle. So I just start looking for stuff. I just start looking around, you know, because what else is there to do at this point?
Broke.
I need to clear the way first.
Is this chair
So-
dirty to you?
I just start cleaning up because I don't know what else to do. I'm scrubbing the same spots that I have already scrubbed, not realizing that the culprit,
What the fuck is blocking
why I can't move the
path,
chairs
sir?
right there. And then
It won't move like this.
it happens. My two brain cells finally merge together, creating one big brain cell, and move the wine bottle.
That bottle was blocking my fucking path.
Now, let's all clap for Kitty Cat Paws, because she actually did her best here.
Why you look like that? Oh,
Shot
He looks
dead
like that
at
because he's dead.
This must be
Now, these boys were obviously shot, but if it was me, I would have just, like, closed the sauna door on them and, like, put a wine bottle in front of it so that they couldn't open it, so that they'd just slowly die in there. That would
At
be
least it's more work for me.
the way that I would make them go. But, you know, to each their own.
I am bad.
Shoot them, don't shoot them. Make them heat case, you know, do whatever you'd like. Just my preference
I'm gonna
would
finish up
definitely
this
be
room,
that.
and then my happy
It'd be a
ass is
lot
going
less
to bed.
bloody, you
'Cause
know?
I have been playing
The
this
NB
game for
letters
almost
on
4
his
hours.
tattoo could stand for Norman Bates. Or a Nomad Block, the notorious street gang. Either way, he shouldn't have gotten in Jim's way.
A lot less work for your girl, Kitty Cat Paws. But Big Jim doesn't care about Kitty Cat Paws. Kitty Cat Paws has
Okay.
to do
all the
everything
bodies?
herself. She got the pool clean. She got that wine bottle out of the way. She got to put them tables up, them chairs up. She's got to do everything on her own with no assistance at all. Not even from Big Jim himself. But Big Jim's too
Not
good to
gonna
come out
lie,
here. I
though,
get it. Big
This game
Jim's
is
making a name
legit.
for
It's
himself.
fun,
You know, he's
but it's
got
very
more important
tedious.
things to
I
worry about
I feel like I've
than
cleaned
little
6
ye old
houses.
Kitty Cat Paws over here cleaning up
Oh,
his
cool.
crime scenes for
Is
him.
that...
You know? I wouldn't be worried about me either, especially after I did such a good job at the last place I cleaned. I enjoyed cleaning that. last place. It was fun. It was a good introduction to the game. It was wonderful. It was marvelous. It had that shock value that we all... Look, I put the wine bottle right there. Had that shock value that we all kind of wanted in a game like this. You know what's crazy? There's a shower right there, but it's not a water source. That should have definitely been a water source, in my opinion. Like something that you could use to fill up your buckets and stuff, because there is so much, just so much going on in here. So much to clean, so much to do. So we're just going to start by pressure washing almost nothing off. You know what's crazy? After you clean the museum, you get a katana that you can just like slice things up with, and I didn't realize that until I continued to play the game after I had completed the game. And I actually enjoy that very much. I think it's a very cool little thing that you can do and get in the game. We're gonna mop a lot of this. We're gonna attempt to mop a lot of it up.
I love how the
I don't know.
mop works.
I just
better
find
than
it
the pressure
really,
washer.
really frustrating to go back and forth to the bucket. And that's why I opted to carry 3 sponges, because the sponges do a lot more work than the mop itself does. You would think that it would be the other way around, that the mop would be superior and the mop would be better. Nah. That mop fucking sucks. It's a terrible mop. Terrible for cleaning up crime scenes. I just wanted a nice, good mop for crime scene cleaning, and this is what I get. I get this mop. This little spongy mop that doesn't do anything for you but smear blood everywhere if you don't clean it often enough. Work, 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 work. But at least we're making that bread. We're making that money. We paying our hospital bills. We doing our grave maintenance for his wife. Making sure his daughter doesn't get made fun of anymore, because guess what? They don't know. They don't know about Dad. Dad over here cleaning up crime scenes for Big Mob Boss. Making that money. And now you have like this decked out bedroom and stuff. So I actually want to do a video about his apartment or his house. I'm not sure which one it is. I didn't read it on the side, but by the time I get around to doing the video, I'm sure I'll have it labeled and everything like that, and I'll actually pay attention to what it's called, since I'm doing more of an introspective view of him in his house and what we all see in there. It's actually pretty interesting as you go through the game. Ugh, what words are eluding me right now? As
Oh,
you
I should probably change my
travel
water.
through the game
Here in a minute.
and make your money, it's
The
interesting to
majority
see
of
how
this,
much the house or the
blood
apartment changes,
Track
like
it.
little subtle
Let's see.
details and stuff like that. It's very cool, very interesting, very cutesy, very demure. It is. Very demure.
I'm gonna hit it with that pressure washer.
The one thing that I do
it's
absolutely
not
find very interesting is that he has this little cabinet in his house where he collects little momentums from every place that he's cleaned. And I'll actually end up showing you that in the video that I do make about his house. I do find it very fascinating that he kind of feels like he was roped into the situation, and yet he is collecting momentums, collecting, you know, the little cassette tapes and stuff like that. Like, why would you want to just like keep that stuff on you if you regret doing it? Obviously, I feel like he enjoys it somewhat to an extent, because then why would you keep stuff that you regret doing? Like, is it evidence or something like that, or what are we doing here? Who's really the messed up person? Who's really, you know, fucked up? Is it you? Is it Big Jim? Is it both of you? I know that we're all going through some stuff in this game, and that we're, you know, just trying to make it, just trying to survive, but do you really have to keep stuff and steal their little cassette tapes? You know? I don't know, I just found that very fascinating, something very interesting about him as a character and him as a person, that he likes to collect stuff like that from the places that he's cleaned. So, yeah, there's that little tidbit. This area actually took me a very long time to clean. It was very tedious. It was very hard to get into everything, and obviously your stuff's not upgraded. I bet if I went back and cleaned it, it wouldn't take me nearly as long as it did the first time that I cleaned it, which I believe it
I'm
took
gonna
me
upgrade my
an
pressure
hour
washer
and
next.
some change to clean it
I
all
think
up.
that's the issue. It's not
So
upgraded.
that was a very long time. It was too much to deal with, actually. But I enjoyed it, for the most part. It really wasn't that terrible of a clean.
Maybe it'll be able to hold 6 gallons of water instead of 2.
And right here is where I learned a valuable lesson. Cleaner sense. Give your girl Kitty Cat Paws a round of applause for learning how to use that. Because it took me forever and a day. Obviously, after I figure out that cleaner sense is a thing and that it's actually relatively easy to use, I do end up finishing things a lot faster, and it's a lot easier to do things and
Is it in
to
the pool?
put things back where they belong,
Leave some water in the
you know,
pool?
so I don't really have an issue with anything else after that, because, you know, cleaner sense pretty much fixes all of your problems,
Ooh, can I not
which is
redrain the
nice.
pool?
Even though I didn't know what it was for a while. So obviously now I'm getting everything kind of cleaned up and ready to get going. You know, I'm cleaning up all the little blood speckles and everything like that. Getting everything nice and neat so that nobody knows what happened here. I feel like I did a really good job. And then, look. Drugs and rings
I'm
that I
taking this
steal,
home.
obviously. Who wouldn't steal that stuff?
Speed
I like how
soda.
sometimes
That's
whenever he
funny.
picks up the drugs,
I
he's like,
that.
I know a guy who'll help me get rid of this. So, yeah, it was pretty cool that you know a guy, because I do not know any guys who can help me get rid of drugs. So, yeah. Good for him, though. Good for him.
%98 of blood.
I am slowly walking around, trying to find all the blood that is around this place. Because, you know, I gotta make sure that it's all good and ready to go. I don't know why I pull out the light like it's gonna do anything for me. Although eventually it is attached to your person, which I actually found pretty cool, pretty interesting, very lovely. You know what? That's where the blood's at. That's it.
Clean as a
You know?
whistle.
There you go, 100% of the blood. Got it complete. Now time to put everything back where it belongs. I don't know why I didn't just use cleaner sense.
Okay,
I feel
now
like
time
I
to
walk
focus
around
on
with this
moving
for a
the
while
furniture
before I
back.
figure out where to put it.
Let's see, where does everything
Or I
go?
don't even put it
It's
up
the
at all.
same.
That doesn't even have a spot. Why am I picking that up? That does not have a set spot where it's supposed to go.
Oops.
So, yeah. I don't know why I did that. I should have just thrown it in the pool. That's what I should have done.
And here, perhaps?
Perhaps not, because that doesn't have a set place, ma'am. You should probably
Okay.
just throw that back outside with the rest of the furniture and give up on it for now. So, this is right about where I'm actually going to end the video, because I think I come back to
Tables should be
this and I
easy,
kind
right?
of
What's
use
this?
Cleaner Sense, like I figure out how to use that like as an actual thing instead of just trying to figure out where all the furniture goes based on where it was thrown, stuff like that. But yeah, it was a good clean. I enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. I had fun-ish, except for with that wine bottle. Did not have fun with the wine bottles. Anywho, thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, subscribe. I don't know. I can't tell you how to live your life, and I can't tell you what to do. All I know is that if you made it this far, then you probably should. But, you know, I'm not picky. If you want to watch it just to watch it, watch it. You don't have to follow. You don't have to like it. You don't have to subscribe. I would love it if you did. But, anywho, my name's Kitty Cat Paws. I will see you guys later. Thank you again for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great evening. And come back and see me in my videos.